Hey, for the Wall Street Journal, this is Jim Fusilli. I'm here with Patrick Watson. Patrick is a wonderful musician, as his most recent albums indicate. Patrick, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good morning.
You know, I want to talk about your new one, Adventures in Your Own Backyard, but can we go back to Wooden Arms for
of course, yeah.
Our readers know that I love this album. And I love it for so many reasons, but probably most of all for the adventures in arrangements. It's a lovely folk album, a lovely chamber pop album, but there's like industrial sounds and toy pianos and wood blocks. And how did Wooden Arms come about?
Well, we were touring Close to Paradise, the first record, and we had lots of production on the record. And we went to play live. We were using triggers and stuff like that and try to bring in this kind of studio production to the live, and I thought it was pretty boring. So when we started doing Wooden Arms, we started looking back to Carl Stalling and a bunch of different composers who were doing that live with their instruments.
Sure.
So we can kind of bring that kind of sound approach to the show without just triggering keyboards or you know, or samplers. So began with that kind of adventure, and then, you know, for Robbie, you know, especially on the percussion side, he would start to look for interesting tones in the production and just a way that we could bring like the color of the production into the electronic world from an acoustic point of view. So when we got to the live stage, we could get crazy.
Your vocals are very delicate, which fit the lyrics, but you always sort of run the risk of overburdening the song with arrangements.
Yeah. I mean, it's also taken us a long time to learn how to do what we do. I think, especially on the last record, I think we got even better at that kind of mix of the balance and not stepping on the vocals. And I think it's Wooden Arms. Some moments I think maybe we went too far.
What do you think so?
Maybe, I don't know, but I think that it's always a tricky thing, and not ruining a song, and also, you know, writing the song structure strong enough that it doesn't need as much arrangements for it to work too. It's a whole kind of inner balance that makes things something just fun to listen to and not heavy to listen to.
Adventures in Your Own Backyard. I hear more piano, more brass, less clutter, but the songs are still of a whole from the previous album. The voice is still out there, your guitar playing is still out there. What was the mind shift from one album to the next?
I think after we did Wooden Arms, where, you know, you talked about like pretty elaborate kind of orchestrations and stuff like that, I think we really wanted to like put the songwriting, just make beautiful songs and not have such a music agenda. Like we were like listening to Carl Stalling before and really like really trying to find something, you know. And this record, like, I think we were just like, let's just sit down and like, if it gives us goosebumps, it's good, and let's not put any more if we get them, and just try to get each song to that point. And I focused really on writing really a bit more melodic on this record than the Wooden Arms. Wooden Arms live, I realized it was, some parts were just not as easy to sing as they should be, you know. And I just wanted something that just felt like Simon & Garfunkel, like when he sang it, it just like felt good, like home cooking right away when he sang it.
How's the audience accepting the new music on tour?
They really like it. In fact, it's a lot easier as a first listen, I think, than Wooden Arms. So even our first concerts, lots of people, we got lots of really warm reception.
That's an interesting point. It's an easier first listen. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. You know, he is Patrick Watson. The new album is Adventures in Your Own Backyard. The other album we're talking about is Wooden Arms. Why not buy both of them? Contrast and compare. Patrick, good to see you.
Pleasure to talk to you.
All right. For the Wall Street Journal, I'm Jim Fusilli.